Man, roasting these guns is going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. This thing might be ridiculous, but it's too cool for me to care. Not too sure about the material sciences at play here, but that looks really, really weak. Aha. You can't criticize the gun if you never take it out of the bag. Couple things. One, if they put a hinge like right here, it would be like one of them staple removers where you could move it up and down like it's talking. Another thing is, I wonder if this one originally was meant to have infinite ammo, because that seems like, to me, it looks like an infinity symbol. I wonder if that was originally the niche of this. Ah, yes, just what a coach gun needed. Neon pink and spikes to hit you in the hand.
There's always a bigger fish.
A Lord tidbit that I never really hear people talk about is that you can actually pull this out of there and drink it. It's alcohol. No time to explain why it has a second handguard, neither.
Look how they massacred my boy.
When you're a gun guy, not a car guy, but you still want to have a hood ornament, whoever designed this was definitely looking at the state of Florida. It's called the Monte Carlo, has a bayonet. They did not put a Monte Carlo stock on it. Why? When you want a sword gun, but you kind of half-ass the sword part.
I'm Mr. T and I'm a night elf mohawk.
Now this one's double gross. Not only does it have a bird spine and bird head, but it also has what appears to be an extra handguard bolted onto the bottom of it, when this one would be perfectly fine. Out of respect, I'll leave this one alone. The weapon designer was eating rocket pops that summer.
The engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Appears to be held together with duct tape. Why does this have a top cover and what appears to be a slot for belt feeding when it's clearly fed from a magazine down here, which this belt port would be way too small to feed the same rounds out of? This is just, this one's somewhat cool looking, but man, is it baffling to look at if you really look. This one's not too bad. This is another one that it makes no sense, but at the very least, it looks cool. So this whole magazine spins as you fire it. It kind of looks like a calico. Possibly, in theory, it could function depending on how this is back here. It's missing a trigger guard. But again, if you're not going to make sense, at least look cool.
The engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. The engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
This thing has 4 barrels, despite having a fire rate that doesn't even crack 1,000. I do like this one because it's ridiculous, but on the same token, where do these additional barrels feed from? There's no bolt behind here. At most, I could see these 2 barrels feeding, but you just have a stick mag. I don't know how this is even supposed to work in theory. This thing has 10 barrels only to shoot at the fire rate of an M3 grease gun, which, if you didn't know, is ludicrously slow. Now, this weapon is clearly alien technology, so I'm not going to make any remarks on how it would actually function, because it's clearly some type of space magic tech thing. What I will remark on is that this rifle is ergonomically so terrible that I could not imagine anyone deliberately choosing to use it. The submachine gun, exact same problem. Like, who would want to hold on to this as it's recoiling into your shoulder for any extended period of time?
The engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Ah yes, nothing complements the recoil of a grenade launcher quite like a literal meat tenderizer right up against your shoulder.
I see you've got yourself a single-action army.
Screaming Eagles! Good name for a gun that pokes you in the hand so much.
Let's go inspect and see if that fish has been hit.